Three, two, one, and we're live. You're here with Soul Ember and Music Piece. Hello.
Hello.
Music Piece, what are we talking about today?
WandaVision
Spoilers! La 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 la
episode
la! I
9.
don't want to hear you. La 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 la. Okay, so what's important here, folks, is there will be spoilers about WandaVision, the whole season, the season finale, absolutely everything. Deal with it or leave. If you like this content, please support Clocktower Gaming Café. Links on the screen, links in the description. It's just a free gaming cafe being opened by the Warlords, run by the Warlords, and our goal is free trading card game tournaments for everyone. That's right, tournaments that are free. The coffee that is good, tournaments that are free, and snacks. Right, Marie?
Yes.
All right, so here's what we're going to start off with. Marie, how did you feel about the season finale of WandaVision?
I thought it was very emotional.
I agree. It was very emotional. I had the feels. It was a field trip. It did feel kind of forced, in my opinion. Um, I think I had feelings for different reasons than you. Please go ahead. What made you have feels, and what did you feel?
Oh, it was just the whole saying goodbye situation.
So when her kids got poofed, and then Vision got poofed.
Yeah.
So my big feels were the were with the Vision talking about the boat of Thebes. I think that was it. Boat of Thebes. What was it called? Thebius boat.
Dear, dearest,
Uh,
dearest.
boat of
Um,
Theseus. Boat of Theseus.
Theseus. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. With the other Vision, for some reason, that just made me feel very emotional, and I don't know why. But seeing them talk about it, the ship of Theseus, um, a ship where all the parts are taken apart and replaced over time, is it still the same boat? And then if you put the boat together without all the flaws, is that the same boat? And they determined that it wasn't. That was actually really cool. It felt very Star Trek-y, very sci-fi-y, where a computer's outsmarted by a computer. Thoughts on that?
Right.
Like, I like that scene. Did you like
Um,
that scene?
yeah, I enjoyed that scene.
Okay, so for viewers, it's the scene where White Vision, um, and the other Vision, not regular Vision, but regular colored Vision, are just having just a discussion. White Vision's like, my directive is to destroy the Vision. He's like, but I'm not the Vision. Which, by the way, folks, that will work on the police every time. If someone says, I'm here to arrest you, and you say, but I'm not you, and they'll be like, well, he said he's not you, so what are we gonna do? Try it. um, you're all giggly today. Um, so what exactly do you think? First off, all the threads, not, oh, sorry, most of the threads were not finished, which makes me wonder, will they finish the threads elsewhere? That's going to be an important thing that I want to talk about. But so we're just going to skip right out. First off, who's Cliff?
Yeah, we never got introduced to Cliff.
I think Jimmy Woo was a Skrull.
Hmm.
I think Jimmy Woo was a Skrull.
Hmm.
Do you think he was a Skrull?
A scroll.
Do,
Maybe.
do you not know what Skrulls are?
No. I don't know.
Green alien.
Sorry.
The aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The yeah.
he he
That
clearly
confused
said,
me at the.
"Get me Cliff," right? So
Mm-hmm.
in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I don't think a cliff's been mentioned, but there are cliffs in Marvel. We have, I think if anything, it's Cliff Garner, because he was I guess like a conspiracy. I don't know. He had some connections with like conspiracy theorists. And he went after things like that. Um, like but he wasn't like a superhero. He was just like a reporter, like an investigator.
Mm,
But he's not like a huge character. What do you think?
um, I don't know.
You-
Uh,
did you see anyone? It could have also been a Skrull. He could have just called for a Skrull. That's my thought.
yeah.
Like you get like, hey, we need Cliff. That's a thing. But there is a Cliff Randall as well. But that would be the collective intelligence. Collective are
Mm,
another alien race. I know you don't know about the collectives, so it's just something to think about. Like he's another person, um, who's actually with Shield. That's all I'm thinking. I won't focus on that too much.
okay.
I'm just mad that we didn't see who he was by the end of the episode. Or if we
Yeah.
did, I missed it like completely. It seems you missed it too if they said it. So, but yeah. First off, Darcy, MVP Darcy, love Darcy. Everything she touches is amazing. Darcy, you are an incredible character. Um, and I just think that's you know that's it was just really good. Um, that was I mean I enjoyed it. Did you?
Yeah. And that one
Um,
scene she's in that show, that was great.
what was that?
That one little scene she's in. The
I didn't know I loved Kat Dennings until I realized I love Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings is a spectacular actress. Um,
hmm
have fun going to jail. I just or prison. I think she said. I don't know. But yeah, it's just there's just so much. Um, uh, Agnes. I think this was probably the worst acting. It wasn't bad, but probably the worst acting
Yeah.
of her character. But I think it's because you had to be flying in the air and stuff. Um,
hmm
that's just how I feel about it. I know that's weird to just like say like, hey, she did a great job. But like it wasn't the best job she's done. So we have to credit where credit
Right.
due. She did what she could do, and then oh man, the end. Ah,
That was very tacky.
but yeah. But Catherine Hahn, just great work here. By the way, fun fact: did you know? And we talked about this earlier. Catherine Hahn is the girl who cheats on her husband with John C. Riley's character in Step Brothers.
She's
Like,
also in Bad Moms, isn't she?
yes, she is, but we don't talk about that. Catherine Hahn, she's in a few things that I just didn't realize that she was in. The more I look at her, I remember she was like a crazy lady in Tomorrowland. I remember realizing that she was the one who like I knew she was. This is how I got to Step Brothers. I'm like, is that the chick from Tomorrowland? I think it's Tomorrowland. I don't remember what it's called, but and then it was her, and yeah, and then I'm like, but wait, if she's the chick from Tomorrowland, that means she's the chick who banged John C. Riley. I just remember at the urinal, she just like had her legs wrapped around him when the camera zoomed out, and I was just so amused by that. But yeah, I also remember her on Brooklyn Nine-Nine for an episode, but I don't remember where. I remember going, "Hey, that's her," but that's not important. But so let's get into theory crafting here. Um, and most of this is probably going to be in the post-credit scene, right? Uh,
Yeah.
oh, actually, do you think what's his face, Boner, has superpowers? Do you think he has superpowers?
Um,
Boner.
I don't know. I think maybe he didn't, but then he had like temporary powers to take on the role of.
Right? Do you think that she gave him powers somehow? Or do you think he had powers and she just like I don't know. That's a hard one. Um, I liked his act. This is my
Maybe
favorite
it
episode of his
could have
acting. His acting was golden.
gone away when the wall went down or something.
Something. Well, the powers didn't come from Wanda. But regardless, though, his acting was great in this episode. He actually felt like Quicksilver. Um, I don't know what my was open, but that sounded good. I'm gonna open up my drink. There we go. Gotta love Venom energy drink. I drink
I
the
heard
yellow
a.
one. Huh?
I heard a.
Yeah. Not sponsored. Still good. But yeah, so at the end there was two of her. That was one thing I want to point out. There was her, and then there was um, Scarlet Witch clothed her. Like, you see her going into the house, and then you see Scarlet Witch costume her inside the house already, reading books, and her kids are screaming out to her. So I'm still saying she's going to find them, she's going to get them, and they're going to be part of Young Avengers. That just makes sense.
So like they're like in a different universe or something, and she's trying to find them.
Perhaps a universe of madness?
Maybe.
In the multiverse of madness? Anybody? But I do like that she's becoming more central. She reminded me of Doctor Strange when he was looking at multiple timelines.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that's important to point out, is that it seemed like it looked like that. So that's just my observation. She looked like Doctor Strange when he was like, when she was reading through all the universes, she looked like what he was doing when he was using the time stone. I couldn't quite put my finger on it that it reminded me of something, but that ended up being what it was.
Right.
So I do think that we're going to get set up for Multiverse of Madness. We already know that Wanda Maximoff's going to be in that movie. The role she plays, we don't know, but now it seems like she has a motivation to go into different universes. But she is, it seems, a Nexus, and the Nexus is, what the universe revolves around. That's constant among every universe. So perhaps she's relative. She's the anchor that's going to allow Doctor Strange to go to different universes, maybe?
Right.
What do you think, though? I mean, what do you want to see in a different universe? Spider-Man?
Maybe.
One reason I didn't think we were going to get Doctor Strange at the end of this is because Doctor Strange is going to be in Spider-Word, Homie Home Home, Home on the Range, Can't Go Home, Spider-Man Home. I can never remember what it's called. It's not Can't Go Home, it's Spider-Man Homestuck. I don't know. The new Spider-Man movie, which name I just cannot remember right now. Because they had all those names on the board that just like...
Something about home.
Can't Go Home, Spider-Man. You know what? We have all the power of the internet right here.
I should have.
No Way Home.
No,
That's it.
okay. Close.
Like, one of them was Can't Go Home, and I get that one mixed up with this one. But yeah, I feel like, cause we know that Alfred Molina, have you seen the Spider-Man with Dr. Octopus in it? Doc Ock?
No.
Oh my gosh. We're going to have to get you to watch these. What about the one with Electro, the blue guy? Off. Just all the way off. Just F off, and then keep effing off. Do backflips. F off all the way off. And just keep on effing off. Off my lawn. F off the building. F off the road. Keep on effing off until you reach a sign that says no effing off. And then you know what you do? You tap into your inner rebel, and you decide, I'm going to keep effing off. And you live that dream, and you F off all the way down the... Watch the Spider-Man movies, Marie. You are so unprepared for this interview.
I haven't been able to watch the, Far From Home.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna watch that too.
The only one from
yeah.
This one I haven't.
Just we'll do it. We'll get that going on. All right,
Okay.
so continuing on the discussion though, the first post-credit scene, I felt that we should talk about that last. Skrulls exist, right? The Skrulls are after Rambo. They're just right there. They got her. They said, we're interested in you. Let's go up to space. So we're going to have Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is when Skrulls came in and they took over the bodies of several MCU characters, pretended to be them, and then ultimately it was Skrulls. What do you think about that?
I'm trying to figure out how she's connected with them because she smiled when they said that.
Well, she knows about them already. You've
Okay.
seen Captain Marvel, right?
Because I said that they were friends. Yes, but
Remember when she was a little girl? There was another little girl
yes.
Skrull, like the guy's daughter was a Skrull, the other Skrull's daughter,
Mm.
and they were just like hanging out, and they were like, "Sup, homie? I heard you could transform. You think you're a pimp, but your skin's all green. I gotta give it to you though. At least you can change into whoever you want to be." And she was like, "Yeah." But yeah, so they all know each other. She knows about the Skrull. She's in on it.
Okay.
My question is this, right? This is very important, and I don't see a lot of people asking this question. How did Jimmy Woo know about the Skrulls? He must.
Especially since he didn't know. He didn't know Monica.
Monica Rambeau? He knew Monica.
No, because he was asking who she was in the show earlier.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not S.H.I.E.L.D., though. That's the thing. That's what I
Mm.
mean. Let's see. Jimmy Woo, Monica. Let's see. But they just all seem to know things, though. Like, how did Jimmy Woo know about the Skrulls is really important. Um, because, like, ah, I don't know. Like, I want to see more Jimmy Woo. Everyone's just so, um, like, in the know about each other. What do we do? And everyone was like worried about the witness. I'm like, well, just someone in witness protection disappeared in the blip. But yeah, they did. Yeah, he did the card trick and he handed her. That was his business card. So yeah, you're right. He didn't know her before that. Although he did the
Mm.
magic trick. Is Jimmy Woo a Skrull right now, though? That's important to ask. Like,
Mm.
he's got to be part of something at this point. We have to accept that he's part of something bigger. Also, those martial arts he used, I don't know, that didn't fit his. Nothing he's done here has fit his character. He's way too competent. Like, right?
Yeah.
I just, But he did the magic trick, and I think that was a misdirect. Oh my gosh! That's it! It's a misdirect! He keeps mentioning misdirects. That's important. The misdirect
Hmm.
is he's a Skrull, and he's misdirecting us, and there are misdirects all in the show. Oh, I broke my brain. Oh my gosh. Um, who else is a Skrull?
um.
Okay, anyone he associated with. I think the ones who brought Monica all the gear. Anyone in that group could have been a Skrull. I'm just saying, anyone could have been a Skrull.
True.
True, true. Good words, well spoken.
Sorry, I don't.
No,
Um.
no, no. I mean, I agree. I wasn't joking. I was saying it in an overdramatic way, but I agree with you. All right, we have about a minute left to wrap this up. Anything else you want to add to this? Oh, it was just such a. Oh my gosh, the acting was the runes. The callback to the runes was so well done.
Right.
Thank you for teaching me. Do you have any criticisms of the episode? Anything you didn't like?
um. I don't think I disliked anything.
I do like that Agatha didn't get to didn't get to shine. She didn't get to yeah, but Agatha Harkness did get to shine. She didn't really get to explode like she had in previous episodes. I guess the worst part for me was that it ended. Like I was so crestfallen when it ended because there was just so many questions
I
left
like
open that
that.
weren't answered.
I like the Wizard of Oz
Oh yeah, the
reference.
shoes.
The
When
little
the
Easter
car
egg in there.
she knocked her shoes off and left her underneath the car.
Yeah.
uh, all right, so we're gonna wrap it up here at the 20-minute mark. Told you it'd be a quick review. If you guys like the content, if you guys like the concept, don't forget to subscribe. You know what to do. You've been on YouTube. The link for the PayPal will be in the description. Everyone have a great day. Solember signing off. Music piece. Bye.
Bye.